Welcome to a guide to new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday the 9th of August and we have some new mods. We had a new mod yesterday, but there was only one released and it seemed a little bit lonely doing it all on its own, so I've kind of mopped that up into today's mod review. I'll start with that one actually. That's just off to our left here. This is the Amazon Catros 4001. This is by Agrartechnik Nordeifel. It is a 4-metre cultivator. Lots of great detail on it. Very neat, very tidy. I know I say that a lot. The decals, absolutely spot on. They've even got the Amazon, VIN plate we would call it, but machine plate. It's incredible. There's some really, really nice detail on this as well. This you will find in store under Discaros. I'm trying to think. Where was it? Yeah, it was Discaros. I'm not going mad. Where are we? There we go. Amazon Catros 4001. 21,200 to buy. This will use 6 slots. It says 1 there because I've already got one in game, but the first one will be 6 slots. Options available. We can have our discs on the front here, standard, which are kind of notched discs, or round discs. Kind of evens them out, makes them a bit look more like flower petals, I guess. It's the only thing I can liken them to, really. So notched or rounded are your two options. And requires 95 horsepower to run. And it does fold away. Let's grab my JCB. So fold that up. Very smooth. Very neat. Nice sound effects. And there we go, locked away, ready for transport. Fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do is just drop that off. What we have is a second mod by Agrartechnik Nordeifel, and this one is the one that came out today. This is the high dump bucket. This is now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on console anyway, the largest capacity bucket we've got. There was the Toxic Universal Lightweight Bucket, which was 7,900 litres. This is an 8,000 litre high dump bucket, which makes it the largest one available. It is rather large, and on a wheel loader it doesn't actually look too bad. It kind of fits on there quite nicely. What we'll do, take it up to its highest point. Then the high tip function, R1 and right stick, and then R1 and right stick back down again. That's going to make that incredibly handy. 8,000 litres, impressive capacity. It looks right on there, it just fits, doesn't it? So, you will find this in store. Just turn that off a second. Under wheel loaders and the equipment for wheel loaders. Well, actually, yeah. If we scroll across, where are we? Wheel loaders. And it's just there, the high dump bucket, 5,250. This will use 3 slots, which isn't too much at all, actually. Now, that does say wheel loader. W190D, because that's the standard in-game one. Obviously, there's some modded ones I've got in a JCB at the moment. But if you use the CSZ pack, if you install it, and I would urge you to, because it's actually a very good pack. If you go across here, and I go to CSZ on my telehandlers, you've got adapters. And the next one along says adapter from telehandler to wheel loader tool. So you put it on your telehandler, and it means you can put wheel loader tools on it. There's the lightweight bucket, 7,900 litres. Obviously the new one's 8,000. So what I've done is I've got one of those adapters here. You can only just about see it. There's an adapter on the front there from the CSZ pack, and then I've got the wheel loader bucket on my telehandler. You can even get, I think you can get a wheel loader front loader adapter as well. So you could put it on a front loader if you really wanted to. It looks way, way bigger on the Manitou, to be fair, but you can adapt it, you can put it onto a telehandler if you've got one. So there you go. That is the high dump bucket from Agrartechnik Nordeifel. Very, very useful bit of kit. I can see myself using that quite a lot. Right, next up we have got another cultivator. Swing around and get a good view of it. This is the Amazon Catros 6002 2TS. This is by Gamer8250. This will use 13 slots. Now you may be thinking, hang on a minute, haven't we already got one of those in game? Well, you might not be. You might not be thinking that at all. But we do have one in game already, but this is slightly different. Again, very nice detailing on it. Very nice indeed. But I will show you what I mean. Again, under disc arrows, if we go across the one that's in game already, this is the Catros 6002 2, 31,007 slots. Now that's a 3-point link mounted one. If I look on it here, you can have standard or with all the attachments there. That's if you're going to put it onto the Zunhammer and have a rear mounted cultivator and fertilizer. Now this one's here, the 6002 2TS. It's also 31,000, but it's 13 slots. It's a little bit higher on the slot count. It does say Agco 1100, that's the weight I think, isn't it? And Zunhammer SKE, but I think that might just be left over from before. Because when we look at it, we have got a couple of options, well, only one option really. We've got this here, but this one is not a 3-point link, it's a trailed with wheels added on as well. So for all intents and purposes, it's the same cultivator, but it's a different attachment, and obviously this one's got wheels. We can have it standard, or we can have it with AW309 tyres on the back, like so. So that's really the only difference, but again, it's got some nice little animations on this. So what I'll do is I'll hook up to it and we'll fold it up. Very smooth, very neat. Right, so that's in the folded position. Now the only thing to be a little bit wary about, and I think it's going to be one of those obvious things, people aren't going to, I don't think people are going to be too confused by it, but when you fold it down, it automatically drops it right down to the ground and the wheels fold up out the way. But that's not its operating position. From there you still need to lower it for it to operate. So once it's like that, that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to cultivate. If I put the help menu on, like so, it still says lower cultivator. So once it's lowered down, then you can cultivate. And then we can fold it back up again, like so. There we go. That's the Amazon Catros 6002 2TS by Gamer8250. Very cool indeed. And lastly, we have got the rusty metal gates. This is by ShabaFS. I did think about maybe just having this as the screenshot, but I didn't really know how many people would want to watch it if we just showed some gates. But they are actually, I have to say, incredibly detailed. When it says rusty metal gates, that looks like real rust. I mean, it's really impressive. In the joints, it looks like where it's rained or got wet and the rust has run down the side of the pillars as well. A lot of great detail on this. We've got 2 gates here. Also looks like the pillars have been thumped a few times and the actual warning sort of yellow stickers around the side have been scratched and scuffed. We've got a double gate and we've got a single gate. Like so. And this one, this can open towards me. I like these. I don't know why, there's something about them. I don't know, it's got a real kind of, I don't know, real chunky, solid kind of feel to them. I like these. Anyway, in store, these are under placeables. And under decoration. So we've got the simple gate, which is the single opener for 400, and that's 3 slots. And then we've got the double gate for 650, which is also 3 slots for the first one of any that you place. And there you go. That's it. That's our mods for today. Like I say, only 3 today, and then obviously 1 brought over from yesterday. So that's the Rusty Metal Gates by ShabaFS. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.